baby, there was a guy online from Baltimore who was claiming to be her baby dad. He ended up getting.
Nobody saw this coming, but now Jason Lee and Natalie Nunn are both done staying quiet when it comes to Chrisean Rock. They're calling out what they describe as a non-stop victim act, saying the drama keeps following her because she keeps stirring it up herself, not because everyone is out to get her. Natalie straight up claimed Chrisean's money situation isn't what she makes it seem like, alleging she was struggling to keep up with the flashy lifestyle and leaning on risky choices to stay afloat. These are Natalie's opinions and allegations, but the internet ran with it fast, and the whispers got loud. Behind the scenes, Zeus Network reportedly isn't thrilled either. Chrisean has been clashing back and forth with Lemuel Plummer for a while now, and from how things look, she may not be getting another Zeus call anytime soon. Jason Lee added even more heat, claiming there's long been confusion around Junior's father, alleging Blueface wasn't told everything from the jump. He suggested there were secrets, tension, and messy conversations happening behind closed doors, all of it fueling even more chaos around an already explosive situation. Like I said before, the fallout with Zeus Network didn't just come out of nowhere. According to what Chrisean herself described online, things completely blew up after a tense situation with CEO Lemuel Plummer and the production crew, and that was pretty much the final straw. From her own account, cameras were rolling for scenes that involved her and her sister Teseki, and emotions were already high before things even popped off. She claimed the argument spiraled fast, voices were raised, and security had to get involved before it could turn into something worse. Instead of pushing through filming, she stormed off set, something fans say has happened more than once when situations don't go her way. That walk-off reportedly shut production down and left the crew scrambling, which only made tensions higher behind the scenes. Not long after, Chrisean jumped straight on Instagram Live and let it all fly. She accused Zeus of being demonic and claimed the network purposely puts her and her sister in pressure cooker situations to trigger explosive moments on camera.
In my sister's eyes, we don't want to fight. We don't want to fight. It's like the demonic around us, the program, how it's supposed to go, is forcing us to do whatever, say whatever out of our mouth. We don't eat on time, nigga. They starve us, make sure we're hungry, angry. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about this country. Y'all can sue me, y'all can delete my Instagram. Every female on that show, including Natalie, is scared to speak up. And then Natalie is cool because she compensated for her silence.
These are her allegations, but they definitely lit the internet on fire. She also pulled Natalie Nunn into the mess, claiming Natalie knows exactly how production moves but chooses to stay quiet because, in her words, she's being paid to play neutral. Whether people believe it or not, that live session added even more gasoline to an already messy situation, and the backlash hasn't slowed down since. Now, listen, this isn't about riding for Zeus Network, but let's really be honest for a second. Everybody knows exactly what kind of time Zeus has been on since day one. The formula has never changed. Put strong personalities in one space, turn up the pressure, and let the chaos roll for entertainment. That's been the brand, that's been the playbook, and nobody is shocked by it. Chrisean Rock didn't walk into that situation blind. She knew what the show was about when she signed on, and now it's suddenly demonic only after her check allegedly got cut? Notice how she kept circling back to money, especially when she brought up Natalie Nunn, saying Natalie stays quiet because she's compensated. That alone made people side-eye the whole rant, because it sounded like if the pay stayed right, the outrage wouldn't even exist. And what's wild is this Zeus drama isn't the only cloud hanging over her right now. Online chatter has been swirling about a former relationship involving a man named Ronnie, with people dissecting past lives and statements she made during emotional moments. To be clear, these are internet conversations and speculation, not proven facts, but they've raised serious concern among viewers. Things got even more uncomfortable when fans felt like certain comments crossed into dangerous territory, especially when Blueface was mentioned during heated exchanges.
I'm saying what's going to happen to you after you try to hurt me. Play with me. Disrespect me. Try to embarrass me. Ruin my witness to God. You can't do none of that. Y'all can't do that. What the hell? Y'all can't do that without getting a consequence, bro. I don't care. That's the observation. Every time somebody really played with me, always get hurt, bro. And I never hurt them. Straight up. So I'm giving a warning. Just like how that They deserve to be in a grave or...
Whether people see it as talk, venting, or reckless emotion, it added another layer of alarm to an already unstable situation. And that's why so many folks are saying this whole thing has officially gone too far. Now, for anyone who's somehow been out of the loop, let's talk about Ronnie, because that name is a big reason people even started side-eyeing Blue in the first place. Before Ronnie ever spoke up, most folks assumed Blue was just trying to distance himself because he didn't want to deal with Chrisean Rock anymore, plain and simple. That narrative flipped when Ronnie came forward with his own claims. According to him, he and Chrisean were allegedly still seeing each other during her relationship with Blue, and he said he genuinely believed Junior could be his child. He even went as far as saying he was willing to take a paternity test to clear everything up. Ronnie reportedly said, "My son and my baby mom. It's a shame how far people go to control a lie." And that quote alone had the internet in a frenzy.
Junior right here. Weird as a...
Ryan,
You weird as...
me at the mall.
You weird as shit.
What's wrong?
You weird as shit. Nobody stalking you. That's my fucking son. You out the... What you talking about? Okay. Okay.
What made people raise their eyebrows even higher was Ronnie's claim that Chrisean didn't want the paternity test done at all.
I deserve to have that proven to me through what? A DNA test.
He suggested every time the topic came up, it was shut down or delayed, which only fueled more suspicion online.
I just said I was under the impression that the paternity test that was performed on Zeus, I was under the impression that it was authentic. However, it came to my understanding that it was not authentic.
Things allegedly escalated when Ronnie said he started exploring legal options to get answers, and that's when the situation got even messier. None of this has been proven in court, but the timing, the statements, and the silence afterward left a lot of viewers feeling like there was way more going on behind the scenes than anyone was ready to admit. Things took an even darker turn after Ronnie passed away, because not long after that, Chrisean Rock posted what she claimed was a paternity test from 2023, trying to shut down all the rumors once and for all. But here's where it really started looking shaky. The document she shared quickly got picked apart online, and questions started flying left and right.
Can I help you?
Hi, Alex. I'm actually calling to check the status of a case number, actually to authenticate it, a DNA non-invasive.
No, that may not be the case file ID that's associated with the case. Is it a new case?
No, this is a case from 2023. Are you basically saying that this is a real case number, but not the actual mother and father?
Yeah, it's not matching any of the names that you're giving me.
Was the blood sample taken on 5/4/2023?
No, completely different year, actually.
The situation exploded when the Steve Wilkos show reportedly looked into the paperwork, and the hospital listed on the document allegedly couldn't verify it. According to what was shared publicly, the case number on that so-called test didn't line up with any real records from that facility at all. That alone made people side-eye the whole thing hard. Internet investigators then accused Chrisean of using a generic template pulled from Google and having someone edit her name into it. To be clear, these are allegations circulating online, not a legal ruling, but the damage was already done once doubt entered the chat. Now, looping back to what Natalie Nunn and Jason Lee claimed, they suggested Blueface was never meant to know about Ronnie at all. The allegation is that Chrisean wanted to present Junior as Blue's child, so she'd always have a tie to him. But once Ronnie came forward with his claims, that whole plan allegedly fell apart fast, and everything spiraled straight into chaos. All of this only made people even more suspicious of Chrisean because in the court of public opinion, the timing started looking real questionable. Online commentators began pushing the idea that Ronnie becoming a problem, especially after speaking up, made everything feel way more tense than before. To be clear, there is no proven motive or confirmed wrongdoing, but the speculation spread fast and heavy across social media. Now, circling back to those earlier claims about money struggles, Natalie Nunn and Lemuel Plummer Plummer were accused by critics online of encouraging Chrisean to find alternative income opportunities when her Zeus situation got shaky. These are unverified allegations and internet talk, but once again, fans ran with it and started connecting dots that may or may not exist. Things got even messier when an old viral clip resurfaced featuring Carissa, who accused Young Miami of introducing Chrisean to powerful industry circles. She claimed Young Miami started spending a lot of time with Chrisean, bringing her around frequently, and at the time, she didn't understand why.
They was trying to recruit Chrisean. That's what Diddy and what the girl Chrisean was trying to recruit Rock. Remember that when they was heavily trying to get Rock to hang out with them? I think they was trying to recruit her. She got a lot going on. We're going to talk about it on this podcast. And we're going to get to the nitty gritty of all the gritty of the nitty. Because it's necessary. I think them are trying to recruit her. Because remember they just had her pulling up to everything.
Something about, do you love her?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, remember? See what I'm saying? We don't. This podcast gonna be, because y'all know the mama know everything and everybody business. So we gonna find out on this podcast. We ain't gonna talk no about nobody. We ain't gonna mock nobody, but we definitely gonna explore the possibilities.
According to her, it wasn't until later industry scandals came to light that she began rethinking those interactions and questioning the intentions behind them. These statements remain accusations, not facts, but once they resurfaced, they poured even more gasoline on an already chaotic situation that fans can't stop dissecting. At first, a lot of people brushed Carissa's claims off as her just talking wild like usual, but that changed real quick once folks started digging on their own. Internet detectives went into full FBI mode and pulled up old clips that had people doing double takes. One video that resurfaced showed Chrisean Rock at a high-profile party hosted by Sean Diddy Combs, where he appeared overly familiar, hugging her and kissing her on the cheek. Nothing illegal was shown, but the optics alone made people uncomfortable and raised eyebrows everywhere. And if that wasn't strange enough, another clip started making rounds where Chrisean herself was telling a story about a heated moment involving Diddy and Lemuel Plummer, claiming things got tense behind the scenes during a disagreement.
That little party I went to, Diddy party, we went to the little private area behind the, cause he had a house behind his house. Like he had a backyard with his backyard with a fat bed, and then it had like a miniature little whatever. And then me and Lemmy go upstairs. They tell him that he can't break his security. He went in like a little with no security, so it's just me and Lemmy. We go up in there. Hold on. We go up in there. We go upstairs. He's like, "What's up, Diddy? You met Chrisean. You gave her kisses on the cheek. Early on in the party or whatever. We just wanted to follow up. I'm glad that you Sean." And then he grabbed Lemmy by his neck. It was like, "But do you fuck with her? Like, don't play with her. All she needs is love. Don't play with her. Don't play with her." And I didn't understand that till my checks start coming back short from the subscriptions of Crazy in Love, bro. So I set a price. I said 200,000. You said 100. I said 150. I'm not going underneath that. Cause what? I'm about to bring a lot to the table.
Again, this was her telling the story, not confirmed footage, but people definitely clocked how casually she spoke about powerful industry figures clashing like that. Then Jason Lee added more mess to the mix by inviting Chrisean's sister Teseki onto his platform. During that interview, he went straight for the jugular and asked whether Chrisean had any involvement in Ronnie's death. That question alone sent shockwaves online, because while nothing has been proven, the fact it was even asked out loud made the situation feel way heavier than before.
Baby, there was a guy online from Baltimore who was claiming to be her baby dad. He ended up getting murdered, right?
Yes.
He really did get. I saw that online. That was real?
Yes, that was.
And you knew, did you know him?
Rest in peace. So yes, I fed that boy.
How did he end up in the streets, in the stuff, or was that just a random thing?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I can't even speak on it. But if I was to speak on it, it don't look too good for certain people that we know. So I'm not going to speak on it.
Well, because it's just there's a lot going on there.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I'm not the police, but I'll just leave it at that. Well, I'll say a little bit. He ran up on Chrisean when she was out in public.
He did, and then he had a paternity test coming up or something.
And then it was all online.
And then it was pow, pow, pow. no paternity test.
Word on the internet is that Jason Lee allegedly heard claims that Chrisean had people confront Ronnie before everything went left, and that's exactly why he pressed Tesehki during that interview. Folks noticed Jason didn't ask those questions randomly. He already knew Tesehki and Chrisean don't see eye to eye, and he knew she wouldn't hold back. I'm not saying anything is proven, but the way those questions were framed definitely felt like hints were being dropped, and viewers caught that energy immediately. Instead of jumping to conclusions, I'll let you hear the interview yourself and decide whether Jason and Tesehki were just talking or subtly implying something deeper. Of course, the comment section went absolutely crazy. One person said, "No denying Junior looks like Ronnie," and that comment alone sparked a whole debate. Another person went even further and said, "That man lost his life telling the truth, and the guilt is eating Chrisean up. That's why she's all over the place." Those are opinions from viewers, not facts, but they show how intense public perception has become. Someone else chimed in saying, "Junior is Ronnie's son. They need to stop the BS. Blue's kids look like him and Ronnie's son looks like him." Again, these are internet opinions, not DNA results, but the conversation refuses to die down. Now I really want to hear from you. What do you think about Chrisean being accused online of having something to do with Ronnie's death, even without any charges or proof? And do you believe people when they say her plan was to keep Blue tied to her through Junior? Or is that reaching too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and make sure you click here to watch the next video because it's just as messy. I'll see you on the next one.